So in this video we're going to look at strings in Go, and basically what the string is a combination of characters, a string of characters, and that's where the name comes from. Or you could just refer it as text. So you name it. It can be a phrase, it could be a word, it could be a single character, it could be white space, it could be an empty string, which is simply two empty quotes. And as I am about to get to that point, you define strings using double quotes. So anything enclosed between double quotes is a string. Okay, so we're going to look at the basic functionality that strings have out of the box, because there is a package you can import called strings right up here, which is part of the standard library, but we're going to check that out in a different video. So first thing you can do with strings is pretty much join them, and that's called concatenation, and it just joins them. So it takes one string plus another string. It can be more strings, so it could be plus something else plus something else. So it can be an infinite concatenation. But yeah, it just joins strings together. And here what we would get is phrase 1, which is the quick brown fox, plus phrase 2, which is space jumps over the lazy dog. And we add the space because when these two join together, if we just do that, it'll have fox and jumps together, which we'll run in a second. But before that, I want to show you another cool thing about strings, which is slicing them up. So this is called slicing strings, and what it does is create a slice data type, which we'll look in a more advanced video, but it's pretty much a list of characters. So here what we do is we define a variable called a slice of text, how that's equal to phrase 1, and using this square brackets notation and a colon in the middle, we can access a range of characters. So what we're doing here is accessing from the first character, and remember, computers count from 0, so character at position 1 is going to be H. T is at 0. So it basically takes character at position 1 to character at position 3. However, this last one is non-inclusive, so this won't print out the space, it will just go up to because this would be T would be 0, H would be 1, E would be 2, space would be 3, but here it's not printing out the space. So if we do this, if we put from position 1 to 2, it's only going to print out H because E is not included. So if you want to include the last one, you add one more. What you can also do is grab a range of text from a character to the very end, and you can do that by simply defining the start point and just have a colon and then nothing at the end. That's going to get from a character to the end of the string. Same here. You could do this the other way around, so if you want to get it from the beginning to a certain character, so this would be get a string from the beginning to position 9, because of course it's non-inclusive. Or what you can simply do is, I'm going to create a variable called character. It's going to go in phrase 1. If you don't want to access a range of characters, you can simply access one. So for example, if we want to access the first T, we can just do get the character at position 0 in phrase 1, and let's print this out, otherwise it'll give us out an error for not using it. So if you come here to our terminal and run it, let's see, we have the concatenation, the HE, because as I said, It doesn't. The space isn't added because this is non-inclusive, while this is inclusive, so it includes the H. We're getting a range of characters, in this case fox, which goes from position 16 to the end. We're getting dog, which goes from position 21 to the end. And here, this is interesting. We're asking for a character here, and it's gone and printed out a number, and the character we're requesting is 80. No, sorry, not 84. Is T, and it's returning 84. This is because it's returning the ASCII code of the character. So if I just look at the ASCII table and pull it up here, let me just find a nice one. Okay, so if we look at 84, which is what we got, there you go, capital T, so it's returning the ASCII code of that character. If you want this to remain as a string, you can just enclose it with the string function, built-in function. If you run this again, it does return the actual character. So that's it for strings for now. As I said, there is a package which allows you to do way more things with strings. We'll look at that in a more advanced video, but I hope you understood what a string is and how to use them, and pretty much how to create slices out of them, extract characters, etc. Thanks for watching.